Knock, and the door shall be opened to you. Seek, and you shall find. This is what we're unpicking in today's episode. Let's dive in. Welcome to Thrive and Serve, the podcast where we explore how being true to our authentic self powerfully amplifies our impact. Today we're talking about the concept of seeking and finding and trusting in our action in the world. Take a deep breath with me and let's dive in. When I was a kid, I used to play a game with my dad on the computer called Age of Empires. And in this game, it was a strategy game, and you would have this little village, this little town hall, and these little villagers that would go off and chop wood and bring it back and mine for ore and gold and all kinds of stuff. And you build this village, you develop your civilization. When you first start the game and as you're playing it, there's a little bit that you can see, and this is where you are and your people are. And the rest of the world is essentially shrouded in a black cloud. There is a darkness that covers the rest of the map, and you can't see what is in that darkness. You don't know whether you're going to come up against an enemy army that wants to destroy you, or some wood that you can chop down to make things, or some gold, and you just don't know because it's just black, right? And in that game, what you have to do is you have to take your little villagers and you have to march them off into the darkness. When you march that little villager into the darkness disappears. The world is revealed. Not all of it, but some of it. As you walk into the darkness disappears and the world is revealed. So you begin to see parts of the map that you couldn't see before. You get to then go, oh, there's gold over there. Let's go mine some of that gold. There are some trees here. Let's go chop down the trees and make some stuff with that. You don't know what's there until you step into the darkness. And this, for me, is the whole essence of what it means to seek and you shall find. It's not find and you will seek. It is seek and you will find, for that very reason. Because it's not until we step out into the darkness in trust, in faith, knowing that the darkness will disappear, but not being able to see it. That's the difficult bit. When we step into it, it disappears. And a little more of our world is revealed to us in the process. So as we lean in, step forward, the map is revealed. And this is the reality. We try to plan. I'm a planner. Right? I love planning. I love scheduling. I was on about this with somebody in the Creating Unlimited call just today. I love to plan. I love to schedule out things. But you can't schedule life. You just can't. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. Because we don't know what is beyond that darkness until we step into it. And in stepping into it, we then are presented with an unfolding of life. Life happens in a way that, just like that game, it unfolds. And we are presented with things and choices based on that movement. If we move one way, we see a certain set of things. If we move in the opposite direction, we see a completely different set of things. But it's all the same. It's all the seeking and the walking into the darkness and then reacting to the things that are in front of us. So here, we really get to focus our time and energy internally on us and our ease with which we allow ourselves to walk into that darkness. Because we are fumbling around in the dark in a lot of this. And we are programmed and conditioned to plan, to know, to think, to overthink, and to have detailed itineraries and what ifs and fallbacks and all of this. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. There is all of this stuff inside of us and programmed into us that makes walking into the darkness even harder. To walk into the darkness, we really have to let go of that within us, of that expectation of it's going to be this, it's going to be that. And then we walk in and there's these beautiful golden rocks that we can get gold from. Back to my playing in my game now, aren't I? Get this gold out of these rocks. We didn't want there to be gold. We wanted this to be animals that we could farm. Why is it gold? Why is it gold? Can you see the irony in that, right? We do this every day, all day, to ourselves. We are presented with blessing after blessing after blessing, and yet it's not what we expect, and therefore we're frustrated, and we are not happy as a result. Why is it gold? Why is it gold? So your bank account fills up with money. It's like, why is my bank account filling up? I didn't, I wanted this and I wanted that and I wanted the other. And that's just a wild example to show you how silly really we are in the way that we react to those things that unfold in front of us. So knocking on that door, seeking for that thing that you desire without knowing where it is or being able to see how it's going to unfold is the nature of the life that we get to live, you and I. We get to put that foot one in front of the other and to see and witness things unfolding around us. And this is the beauty for every single soul. That unfolding is slightly different. We share so much, and we also experience in our own unique ways. This is the magic of what we get to do. And so if we translate that into our business and the things that we're looking to achieve, then it becomes a real sense of connecting to the thing that we're looking to achieve in a broad sense, and having a vision and a clarity of why we're doing this. And then taking that step in faith, knowing that it will change, that it won't unfold in exactly the way that we expect it to. Steve Jobs says about connecting the dots with hindsight can only be done with hindsight. You can't map out life in that way. You can have intention and you can set intention and you can do your best and then allow the magic to unfold is where the magic lies, in allowing that process to happen. And then going with the ebb and the flow of that movement, because everything is in movement, remember. We spoke previously about Heraclitus saying that you can never step into the same river twice. Everything is in movement. The water that we stepped in the first time is 500 yards downstream. The air in our lungs is different. The planet itself is in a completely different place in time and space. That is the nature of this life. Everything is in flux. Everything is in flow. Everything is in movement. And so our ability to go with that is the skill that we must cultivate in order to be successful and to continue to navigate into that darkness and to cope with and to handle whatever is presented to us. Our ability to do that is the life skill that will mean your success or lack of. Nothing else. Your adaptability, your curiosity to take that step in the first place, and then your ability to respond to whatever is put in front of you in that moment. Not thinking about the moment past or the potential moments to come, but being in this one right now. Dealing with what's in front of you right now. And it's okay to plan. I'm a planner. I've said it already. I own it, right? I'm a planner. I'm a planner. There we go. Hands up. It's okay to plan because it gives us that sense of stability, of comfort, of structure. But those plans have to be adaptable in order to succeed, no matter the circumstance. I think it was Mike Tyson that said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And life has a way of punching us in the face. So the best laid plans of mice and men after gone agley, right? Robbie Burns. The planning that we do just goes to the wall when we get punched in the face. And it's our ability to bob and weave, to roll with the punches, to go with the flow of the river, of life, of the fight, of whatever we call it, however we frame it. Our ability to adapt and to respond in the moment is the gift that you've been given and the thing that you should work on to be more successful. It's interesting that, isn't it? Because it's not a tactic. It's not a marketing strategy or a business growth thing. It's you working on you. You being comfortable with you and with your actions and with the steps that you're taking to realize your vision and your dream for your life and for the lives of those people around you. That's a little different to what you will hear. Oh, run a webinar, make a program, create a course, do all of these things. And actually what we're talking about here is walk your walk, level up your ability to do the things that you do. Do them with integrity and step into that darkness in a way that serves you and serves the people around you. So sure, you can put, I call it a wrapper, right? You can put a wrapper around that of this is the program that we serve people in, and this is the container I create to help people in the way that I help people. And that's okay. And that happens after you're comfortable with being you first, taking those steps into the darkness second. And so to me, I get a great sense of peace in that. As a planner, I like to try and think about all outcomes and possibilities and ways that things could unfold and happen. And then they inevitably don't. But knowing that they won't and understanding that it's not there's no harm in planning, right? It's not in the planning. It's in the ability to adapt. It's in the ability to be resilient and to respond to those things that are put in front of you, where true growth and true success lies for you. That gives me a peace to know that, oh man, I don't have to worry anymore. I don't have to worry about the how now. I can focus on me being the best version of me. I can focus on my integrity and the commitment that I'm putting into the thing that I'm doing. And setting that intention for me walking into that darkness to help me shine my light brighter in the world. And in doing so, help others. By standing in my truth, it shines as a light to others. By you standing in your truth, you shine as a light to others. Helen Schumann in A Course in Miracles talks about darkness being the absence of light. And if you think about that, we go into a darkened room and we flick on the switch and the light shines. Where does the darkness go? Where does it go? The darkness disappears when the light shines. Just as the map reveals itself as we step forth in faith, in love, in compassion, in integrity, that light diminishes the darkness and the darkness disappears. So when we commit to walking in that strength, we're walking into that map, and that map will reveal lots of things, lots of great things, good, bad, ugly, everything in between. That's the reality. That's the punch in the face. That's the beauty of what we get to do in this game of life. So walking in and walking on, no matter. Thank you for joining me today on Thrive and Serve. If you found this content helpful, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And my invitation to you is to go and walk into that darkness. Watch that map be revealed to you in your life, and let your light shine in the world in the way that only you can.